welcome to Green Couch Convos. Today we have Elliot from Impact DJs. Is it Impact DJs?
Impact DJs. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. You know, we only have our favorite vendors here, so obviously you made the list. So tell me a little bit about Impact DJs.
Well, Impact DJs started in 1995.
Oh, wow.
And I was born and raised in the Valley, and I started working at Great Skate.
Okay.
So my DJ career started as a skating rink DJ.
Yes.
So tons of kids coming up, yelling for requests and doing games and all-nighters, and it helped me get my start, put myself through college. Worked for a couple companies, DJs with Pizzazz, and have contracted out, but ultimately made my own business, put myself through school, and 22 years later, I'm on the green couch with you.
There you go, 22 years. It's actually long. I would have been expecting 7 years ago I started this. That's a lifetime. The kids that were born when you started your business can drink today. Just absorb that for a second.
The skating rink actually offers alcohol sessions now. There you go.
It has to be a good time for all.
Yes.
About how many events do you think you've done over the years?
You know, it's hard to track because in the beginning I didn't really keep any of that record, but
Right.
I would say I probably have recently hit about my 2,000 events.
Okay.
And not just
Wow.
weddings, which I love, and probably sure we'll get into that, but just the celebration and the atmosphere of any type of event, whether it's from a school, private party, something sporting outdoors. It's just always a fun environment, and anything that it lets me get out of the house and enjoy a fun time with a client or a bunch of people. It's really great.
So I know you said you kind of started with the ice rink, but what led you to be I think I want to be a DJ when I grow up?
Well, my mom is a professional pianist, so I grew up in a musical household.
Okay.
I didn't get all of her passion, and she's amazing, but I played 5 instruments growing up. I had a full ride scholarship for vocal performance. So music has always been in my life, but that's not actually what drives me to being a DJ. It's my passion for being a part of helping people create an atmosphere, an environment that allows them to enjoy and be a part of that family celebration and that gathering. That's really drives me fun.
And I think that's part of the reason we love you so much here is because you always have a team mentality when you come on site. And that's not always the case with a lot of DJs. A lot of DJs is all about their image, their look, their feel. And they do a good job, but when they come on site, they're not about the whole event, they're about their aspect of the event. And what I've noticed with you is when you come on, you're about everybody's component. If you're done setting up and you see someone struggling, you're there to help, whatever, so that no matter what happens, the event is perfect for the client. And it's not about your job description or what you're supposed to do. And that's honestly such an important part of, I think, the success of every event is the team.
I would rather have the vendors and yourself and the clients and their family and guests coming up to me and giving me hugs and how long have you been working with them? How long have you known them? Are you best friends? Whether it's the first night I met you or not, that's what makes me so happy is that I'm not the weird creeper in the corner that just wants to look out for himself.
Which has happened. So tell me a memorable moment, something weird, something different that has happened to you in your career that really has stuck with you.
There's so many to pick, but I was just talking about this story. I was at a wedding convention last week in Vegas, actually right when everything happened.
Oh my gosh.
And it brought out a lot of those memories, but on Facebook, I'm friends with a lot of my clients. Right. So when I do an event or a gig, they'll befriend me and watch my daughter and send me good pictures, and I'll wish them happy anniversaries and such. But there was a bride who was disconnected from her father, biological father, but he didn't raise her.
Okay.
And she was having a torn debate internally about whether she should have her first dance with her dad. And she wasn't going to do it. And part of what I do is try to help people realize, overall what will make it a successful event. And I gave her the pros and cons and, said, listen, we don't have to make a big deal about it. Even for 30 seconds or a minute, it doesn't have to be a full song. But, if you think there's somebody that would other family that would want to take a photo or just get that memory so your child, in the future that grows up can at least see it. I'm if he's going to attend, it might be worth it. So she decided eventually to just do a quick dance and fade it out as soon as it became uncomfortable. And I get a little emotional, but years down the road, they had children. And you stay in touch once in a while, but when you see that, there's a picture of now granddad happy holding grandbaby with the family, that you actually made a difference in somebody's family and not just a 2-hour, time to get together.
I think that's huge because you changed that girl's life way more than what you did as far as the DJing part of their wedding day, because family drama like goes deep, and unless you get almost like an outside look in that literally just goes, here's the pros and cons, like, and look at the future, like that might not be for the 30 seconds that you have that dance at the wedding. It's going to be when you look back,
Right.
10 years from now, that you dance with your dad at your wedding.
It's the heartfelt memories that
Right.
you don't get a chance to do when someone's just there to work and not actually be a part of it. You
Right.
don't get that, to take away. So.
You don't get to go back either,
No.
right? Like you can't
You
be
lose
like,
that.
oh, I wish I had danced with my dad, but you're never gonna be like, well, that was awkward. Oh well.
Yeah,
continue.
you don't want to dance with them? Okay, check off the list. Let's go to the next.
Yeah. So from that heartfelt moment, so a shameless plug. Why would you recommend Warehouse 215 to your clients?
You guys are awesome. No, it's so not only is the venue unique, right? It's not the golf course, and no offense to any of them because we have
Right.
so many, where someone's teeing off as you're getting married,
Right.
and the sprinklers go off on your family, and you go to a boardroom type venue, and it's just white walls with bland lighting, and it's just a squared off room that you hope you can decorate at night enough. You have history and character, and the staff is always 100% on it. You guys are on point. I've never, in all the events I've done with you in years, never made a mistake. I've never seen a mistake, whether you hide it or not. But you work really well with all your partners and vendors, and the clients love you. And I love coming here. It's just an amazing time, amazing venue, and it's so nothing is like it. So you guys have that uniqueness that clients will always remember.
We work really hard at that, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm constantly training my girls that it's about going that extra step. Yes, that's not in our job description, but a lot of our clients don't do this every day unless they have a planner, and they just need someone to just go, this is cool, like you're good, continue what you're doing, and just guide them in the right direction and make sure that they hire good vendors and to ensure the success. Because we've had events where people cut corners because they're trying to save a buck or whatever, which I understand, but learn where to do that.
When you get what you pay for, and if you can reallocate
Right.
budget, and a lot of the vendors, like you said, that you work with vendors you like to be with, it stands true because a lot of vendors I work with today, I've met through you and through working here. Lisa from Stylish,
Oh,
and
she's fantastic.
I mean, just wonderful people, and we all get along and work well together.
Yeah, because it's about, and truthfully, it's not about it's not the friends I make in the industry, it's the good vendors. Like I have friends that I really enjoy with them, but we're not a good match as far as, because they're more traditional, so to speak. And they know it, I know it, and we work just fine together in that sense. But as far as who we're going to recommend to be here is the people that really fit in this venue and fit with our clients, because that's important to us. So tell me how folks can get a hold of you, like Instagram, website, phone numbers, you name it.
So Impact DJs, we have a website. It's impactdjsaz.com. My cell phone is also my office, so anywhere I go, you can reach me, and it's 480.
And I have.
You have it online too, 220-9270. But I just started Instagram because I've just started increasing my social media. So I do have Instagram and Twitter
Welcome.
and Facebook. Thank you, and maybe not so much of a thank you. It's like another full-time job, but
It really is.
yes. So I'm getting better at it. So don't
Okay.
expect great things on there yet, but they will come.
Well, it's important because we post often, and when you're in our events, we want to tag you in it, so that way it helps add to your feed and stuff. But yeah, it's a whole new, not even a new world anymore, but it's a whole world that's extra, and a whole extra component in our lives. But I like it. It's kind of fun.
It is, and it's a good resource for a lot of clients. And
Right.
Pinterest to come when
Yes.
I figure that one out.
Yes, that is a challenge all by itself. Anyway, thank you so much for coming down
Such
today.
a pleasure. Thank you.
You guys have an amazing day.